Show again. Motor Trend's Top Gear America with Dak Shepard and Jethro Bovingdon can be watched and enjoyed starting today on all media players and streaming devices where you can watch a show like Top Gear America. So your Patriot fandom, how does that compute with what's going on with the current quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Rob, are you happy for him? Are you hate watching this? What are you doing right now watching TB12?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm it's almost I almost feel like I have two teams.
Okay.
Right now because the combination of Brady and Gronk was almost silly. And I really enjoyed watching the Patriots, try and get it together. And Cam, one of the best quarterbacks of the last decade or so. And so, I don't know, I think it's made what would otherwise have been a just kind of odd season pretty watchable.
So you are rooting for Tom to win his seventh, is what you're saying.
Listen, I think this kid's going to go all the way.
I think so, too. But then there's Mahomes as well. Where are you going to watch the Super Bowl? You planning on watching it, or where are you going to watch it?
Patrick Mahomes isn't bad at football.
He's correct. By the way, if this is the keen analysis you're bringing to cars at Top Gear America, then this is going to be phenomenal. This is going to be
That's why I lose fantasy football, man. This is the... This is why I don't have your job.
Oh, my gosh. Where are you going to watch the Super Bowl? You plan on it, or you got what?
Well, yeah. Well, we don't know. We don't have a plan, actually, but I assume we have like a little pod family of friends that we hang out with. And I assume it'll probably be over here with them or over there.
All right. Well,
because nobody in my family cares.
Well, you got to make him care, Rob. You got to sit him down. You got to make him care. Not to tell you how to parent.
I must have told you this over the years, like how I've tried to convince my daughter that football was worth watching because, the running backs, sometimes they take ballet classes.
Yes, that's true.
Look at right there. Look at that. Look at that. Wait, where are you going?
Didn't work? Didn't work?
Not buying it at all.
Not yet. No.
No.
Hey, look, if you ever need any assistance on getting any children, I'm constant to watch football. I'm constantly trading off stuff too, like arm twisting, just watching movies too, or just twisting arms to make sure that they. The other day, actually, my kids watched The War with Grandpa, Rob, and I realized in the middle of it, it's their first Robert De Niro movie, and what do I do with that sort of thing?
Oh no.
Well,
listen, don't worry about it. You messed up, but you weren't. You just now you know now to think before you act.
Right. Well, which one of your movies would you want people to watch first, so they can get the full Rob Corddry sense of things?
Full
that they understand. Yes.
Corddry.
Right. I imagine De Niro wouldn't choose that one, but.
I imagine at this point in his career, he's like, I don't care whatever you want.
But I guess in good parenting, as I didn't throw Deer Hunter in first. You know what I mean? Like I'm.
Well, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the question?
Which one of your movies would you want someone to watch first so they could totally get?
Well, Hot Tub Time Machine, I think.
Okay. That's the one, I guess. Sure.
It's the easiest answer.
Last one for you. Did you see Jon Stewart join Twitter yesterday? Did you see that?
I just saw that 5 minutes before I called you.
How about that? Did you ever think you'd see that day, Rob? How about that one?
Well, first of all, I didn't know he wasn't on Twitter.
Okay.
But
so that okay. Right.
But then I was like, well, of course. When I read that, I said, of course he was. He's not on Twitter. And this was the story that got him out. I love it. And I'm gonna direct message him the second we hang up to say, welcome to Twitter. You're gonna hate it.
Accurate.
I think you, by the way, that is a very, and it is also within 240 characters. You could also tweet that out publicly.
I could say it twice.
You could. That's the thing of Twitter. Like I said, who's going to?
I should do it publicly. You're right.
Look, I'm just trying to workshop it for you, Rob.
I'll credit you. I'll give you credit.
That's all good. At Rich Eisen. All right. So thank you for joining here on the show. Top Gear America premieres today exclusively on the Motor Trend app. Hang out with Rob and Dax and Jethro anytime you want. And the Unicorn on CBS, airing Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on the Tiffany Network. Thanks again for the call, Rob. You take care.
It's been great talking to you, man.
Right back at you, brother.
It's been far too long.
It has been. Let's keep in touch. And that's not one of those things to say to somebody publicly. I actually would direct message that to you, too.
No. Because it's felt. It's heartfelt.
It is right here. Thanks for the call, Rob.
Get it, buddy.
I truly mean it. You take care, bud.
All right, bye.
That's Rob Corddry, everybody, here on The Rich Eisen Show. All right. Good times. Good times. Making sure that we're all checking boxes here. Right here on Peacock. Today, you can stream the latest episode of Mr. Mayor that was airing on NBC last night. That's how we roll. So you can watch on NBC on Thursday night or next day. So right here, if you missed Mr. Mayor last night, you can check it out right here on Peacock. Let's take a break. When we come back, Higher Register Friday is how we go into the weekend. It's the weekend, everybody. And then your phone calls if you want to chat with us, 844-204-RICH. That's how we're rolling here on The Rich Eisen Show. What if I told you that you and I would be having this conversation today and you're the NFC champion head coach getting set to coach Tom Brady in a home Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? You would have told me what?
What are you smoking, bro? Give me some. So, it's a dream come true. To get here, it's been an incredible job by a bunch of good coaches and great staff and really, really good players.
It's a full house there in SoFi. I don't know if you're aware, but NFL Network is coming there in 2021. So how's the parking there?
I got to be totally transparent. I took the bus down there every single day, did not drive down on time. I have no ability to assess that question.
Who gets the spot next to the stadium, you or McVay?
Maybe we can shoot some free throws for it this summer.
Give me your best Ocean story from that set. You got one?
The producer, Jerry Weintraub, sort of famous old movie producer, he really liked to take care of his big stars, which I was not one of them. There's 11 guys. I was like number 11. And it made me mad because I sort of thought, why are these guys, they have all their food and their laundry, anything they need handled is handled. But every time I had to sign a check, I was paying that bill, man. So I just got everyone else's room number, and I would just start signing.
Yes. Yes.
That went on for a very long time.
There's really fun, interesting factoids that we found in the research. Like Milton Berle, when the Texaco Star Hour, when he was hosting that show, right after the show was over, you could see across the country there'd be a huge deluge of water usage because everybody got up from their sets and went to the bathroom because they didn't want to miss a minute of Milton Berle's show.
Very thankful that was the research on Milton Berle that you mentioned.
Wow. Oh, man. Now that just shows how much you are a comedy maven.
Okay, thank you. He's in charge of our social media accounts. His name is TJ Jefferson. Would you bestow him with the honor of having a Berman nickname?
Well, let's see. So on a 10-second, which most of them is what I think about, and then if they're not there, I move along. But on the spot,
yes.
Dating myself a little bit, moving on up, Jefferson.
Okay, that was one that you were hoping for.
Yeah, and it's appropriate because since you put me on this show, I've been moving on up.
Very
so
good.
It makes sense.
Don't think these names have just for laughs. There's a lot to them.
If I could give you a choice to hurdle a guy or stiff arm the guy and keep running, which is your choice, Garrett?
I'm going to stiff arm. And when I do it, I'm going to do it aggressively. So, I want to stiff arm.
Can you hurdle someone aggressively? I don't know. That's just more grace.
I probably had the opportunity, but I want to hurdle. It's going to come. If they have it this year, next year, I will hurdle. So remember this conversation.
Okay, very good. I like that. Great week, guys. Great week, everybody. Another fun, great week. Wait till next week comes. Super Bowl week is our favorite week all year. And that is next week. Right here on The Rich Eisen Show, we are back. Our final segment prior to going into Super Bowl week. And excited about it, everybody.
We made it.
We will tweet out and Instagram out our guest list over the weekend. How does that sound?
Works for me.
Okay, good. I appreciate you saying that since you're the one who's going to be doing it.
Yeah, you know. I take no days off, Rich.
Since you are going to be the one doing it. It's funny, you said, like you're constantly checking Deshaun Watson's Instagram and Twitter account.
I'm just going to send him a DM and ask him if he ever needs to talk. I know a place where he can come.
No, you get in a high register. Before we do that, though, I saw this during the commercial break. Michael Lombardi, right? He's tweeted this out. I mean, it is, you could say, somewhat obvious, but it's the truth that here's his tweet. What has to happen is the Texans and Watsons need to talk, not via the media, in a closed-door meeting with no leaks. Can they get that meeting on the schedule? It's just that simple. Will he grant them that meeting? You don't think so, huh, Chris?
No.
I don't know.
This guy's made up his mind. If the report's true and then he asked for a trade weeks ago, then he went on vacation with his Instagram model girlfriend, that's a wrap. It's over. He's playing somewhere else next year.
I don't know. I just think maybe for, I don't know, Old Lang Syne or something. I don't know. The meeting has really got to be with him and Cal McNair. Like, what's up?
Yeah, that's where the disconnect is.
Yeah.
How about Jalen Ramsey saying he's coming here to Los Angeles? I mean, my gosh.
You got to imagine that might stir up the pot a little bit.
As a season ticket holder, Rich, I'll take that.
I know you would.
Yeah, just because when he sells his tickets, he'll get more money.
That's the tough part about being a quarterback in the NFL is you just got to hear it. I mean, Darnold all year long was sitting there probably wondering, I'm just trying my ass off here.
Yeah, I'm just trying.
I'm a good kid. I'm a good person. I'm living my life right. Why am I hearing, with all the losing, that I should be dispatched because of somebody from Clemson that never played it down in this league? Yeah. And now Jared Goff, wherever he is, Jalen said what? Okay. Now then, let's get to Higher Register. It's a Higher Register Friday here on the Rich Eisen Show. Go ahead and hit it, please.
There's a chance.
The Rich Eisen Show's
that there could be
Higher Register Take of the Week.
All right, Christopher, you want to go first?
Sure. I'm going to go association, Rich. I know you're doing that as well, but I'm going to hit on the team here in Los Angeles. Lakers have lost 2 in a row, and they haven't been close games. Okay. I know the score of the Sixers game was a 1-point game, but TJ, you watched that. Mm-hmm. That was a 12-point game with 3 minutes to go. They closed late. Your team didn't play well. They don't really have a reliable third scorer, which you need. We hear all about this roster. Younger, more athletic. They're better than last year. Are they? I mean, LeBron is having an MVP-type season. We know Anthony Davis is an MVP-type player. But when I watch these games and I see the moves that Brooklyn made, I see how well Philadelphia is playing. Boston has Tatum back, and Jaylen Brown has taken his game to another level. I just think about it and I go, maybe the Lakers aren't the runaway title favorites.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, I like it, Chris.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how. You're still you're low too many octaves for that to actually be something deep down that you believe. But
I like it.
Okay, I'm sure you do.
I love it.
What else you got over there?
All right, here we go, guys. Wow. Passing of the torch. Passing of the torch moment. I'm going to take you back to WrestleMania 18, March 17th, 2012. And to quote the great Jim Ross, on this night, the young lion pulled it out over the veteran lion. Now, here's where I'm going with this. 68,000 fans in Toronto's Sky Dome Stadium to witness this passing of the torch moment. You got an old legendary veteran who's headlined the big show multiple times. He's been a champion multiple times, right? Mm-hmm. But he chose to leave the place where he made his biggest impact to go down south.
Yes.
To try to win a title. That would be Hulk Hogan. But then you got your young vet, right? He's a legend. He's already a legend, and he's already been the youngest to win a title, and he transcends his sport, right? He's the golden boy, homegrown. But he's seen the stats, and he's watched the videos, and in his mind, he knows he's the man now, but he thinks, am I really the man?
Yes.
I have to try myself against this old vet. And that's when we had Hulk Hogan against The Rock, main event, WrestleMania 18. Showtime Mahomes against